Will you stay on? Hello and welcome. I apologize in advance for any weird noises. There's a cow convention going on across the street. Don't believe me? Yeah, I don't understand it either, but it is what it is. It's about 8:30 a.m., way earlier than I usually get up, considering how I work night shift. I am running on 1 hour of sleep at the time of recording. But I have plenty of channel updates to present. The first one is I am working weekends for the next 2 weeks. 12-hour shifts. So filming time is very, very limited. I'm going to do the best I can, though. The video that was supposed to come out this weekend, I accidentally released on Thursday, which means there was going to be no video this weekend, so hence why we're doing this channel update. Also, I just have some cool things to talk about. First is this. I picked up this VGA splitter. This should be an awful lot better than the one I tried last time with the server to gaming PC video, because this one's powered, so we shouldn't get that, well, theoretical overdraw problem where the screen ends up really, really dark and I get scan line issues. So this should help us a lot with capturing footage from some of my vintage PCs. With that server to gaming PC video having been intended for this weekend, next weekend's video was going to be these, my shuttles. And I don't just mean these, I mean this one, this one, this one, and this one too. Yes, every single one of these actually has a shuttle inside them. And yes, these are official shuttle branded carrying cases. Why you would need a carrying case for your PC, I'm not really sure. But here we are. This is intended to be a sort of LAN party in a box video, complete with server and networking setup. The server? Probably going to be this one. The server we turned into a gaming PC, which will be turned back into a server. I'm really smart. Additionally, I do have another video in the works that I've already begun filming. I have a Dell Optiplex GX260, GX270, and a GX280. Sort of the last hurrah of Dell's Socket 478 Pentium 4s. The last hurrah of their horrible heat death of the universe computer cases. The ones with the really, really bad capacitors. Speaking of which, that is the only reason why that video can't be the next one. I've got to wait for capacitors to arrive. I have ordered them, but they won't be here in time. Plus, replacing capacitors is a pretty big task. I am not going to have time to do that during the week. So, LAN party it is. I think these four, at least, are functioning. These two, on the other hand, well, this is one of the earliest shuttles. This gray one, this is a Pentium 3. It might actually be a Celeron, but it's 500 megahertz socket 370. I had this working with Windows 98. I don't remember if it stopped working or if it was a bad hard drive or what. But it is a really cute little machine, and I recapped this one poorly. Now this one here, I actually bought from a friend for 20 bucks. This is one of the more rare shuttles. But there is a problem. Front panel's broken. The reason they sold it to me for 20 bucks, despite the fact that it's so rare, their cat knocked it off a shelf and damaged this front screen. This is a full-fledged monitor. I don't know the resolution, think it's 1024 by 768, but it also had, past tense, a touchscreen. Not anymore, thanks to that kitty. Shame. I really love these PCs. They're just so wacky. There is one other issue with this machine. It only has a PCIe X1 slot. Now, I happen to be in possession of one of the few PCIe X1 graphics cards ever released, so maybe we can do something with this. We'll have to see. Now, what I can do, since I've recorded some of it already, is I can give you a teaser of the Dell Optiplex video. Here you go. So we have a couple of Dell Optiplexes to look at today. So let's see here. I can already see one here. Don't really see any others out the immediately. Looks like the CPU VRM, which is usually the worst, is actually good. This is the same motherboard they would use in the full tower, hence why there's a PCI slot here as well as this weird expansion one. This PCI slot is not usable in this particular configuration, although the AGP slot is. The CPU cooler, and this is a hot Pentium 4, blows straight out here. The power supply cooler, which is kind of this cool little blower fan, blows right out here. And all of that hot air gets sucked right back inside. So these things they cooked themselves to death. I know it's not much, but hopefully that's at least something to get you interested. As for these, well, I haven't done any filming on these yet, so unfortunately this is the teaser that you're getting. On top of that, we have a lot more Linux shenanigans to look at in the very near future. And if I'm lucky, maybe some storage upgrades too. I mean, I have a Rubbermaid of graphics cards and assorted RAM. It's not exactly the greatest way to store things. Plus, since we're getting a lot of P.O. Box donations these days, I don't actually want those to just get destroyed from sitting around. So I have to upgrade the way I store things. Speaking of, we also have another P.O. Box donation to look at. Let's go grab that. We will start with these laptops. I just pulled these out of this gigantic Dell box, which appears to have a monitor in it, but I don't know much about them other than that. Curiously enough, this one's on. Very interesting. Oh, it's got an i7 9th gen. That's kind of cool. Windows 11 looks like. We'll have to test this out. And this one looks like one of those 2-in-1s. Yes, this folds. i7 8th gen. Still very, very cool. Oh, I accidentally turned it on. I guess we're looking at it. What do we have? Is this going to be like the OEM Windows install screen? Okay, this is the default Windows install screen. So these have probably both been wiped. Very awesome. I've never really messed around with Windows 11. I don't like it. I work in security, specifically data center security, and we don't allow Windows 11 on our network for very good reasons. However, this will give me a good opportunity to look at the bloat of Windows 11. We're going to run these laptops with 11, do a couple of benchmarks, see what they can do. Then we'll throw Ubuntu on them, or really any other Linux install, and just see if it's better under Linux. In fact, we can probably compare it to 10 as well, just to see if there is any difference. These are cool. And I believe these are from Ed, who I'm pretty sure sent us a few things in the past. In fact, I think that Ed sent us the motherboard that is currently in my PC. Ed, I appreciate you. I really do. Next, in this box, we have this, which I believe is just the power cable for the monitor. No, I was very wrong. The power cable for the monitor is in here, but so is this. I recognize this. This is a SAS connector from mini SAS. Looks like 2 drives. This connector can handle up to 16 drives, and there's where your power comes from. I might actually be able to use this. I don't know for sure, but I might be able to. And this looks like SAS 12 gig per second, which is kind of cool. It's equivalent roughly to SATA 3, only with twice as much bandwidth. That's cool, thank you. We've got some headphones. These actually look half decent too. What brand are these? Oh, they're Logitech with, or Logi? Surely that's Logitech, right? I'm gonna have to test these out. Nice. It's even got a little microphone mute button. Very, very handy to have. And now we, oh, what? A ruler flash drive. That is interesting. USB 3.2, 64 gigs. That's going to be nice and fast. Oh, hey, there's, this one's 128 gigs. That's awesome. USB 3.2, that is insanely fast. I'm not sure why it's shaped like a ruler, but that is cool. And you know what? I will probably find a way to make that useful. Oh, it's got little holes so you can stick a pencil through it and kind of use it like a compass. Interesting. What a wild design. I kind of like that. Oh my god. That's half a terabyte. That's... Oh man. Up until recently, this would have been larger than my boot drive. Holy cow. Ed, you're insane. Thank you so much. These are super useful. Holy cow. Try not to curse. That is amazing. Whew. Okay. What else do we have? Looks like monitor. Oh, there is something else in here. I think this is just filler. But I do see... Oop, that's going to fall. No, it's not. Okay. See this. Graphics cards. I see a Quadro. I don't have anything to open this with. But I've got something right over here. As long as I can reach it. Where is it? There we go. Okay, I'm coming back. Ooh. I see 2 Quadros. Is this a K600 or a K620? Or is it a K400 or a K420? 600 series? 620, nice. This is roughly equivalent to like a GTX 750. That's actually really cool. Thank you. This is clean. Usually these things are filthy. This one, 2000 series clearly. Just a Quadro 2000. So this is a lot older. I believe this is roughly equivalent to a GTX 650. I think. 2 DisplayPort, 1 DVI, pretty standard. These are really nice to have though. They're like a 650 but without the power requirement. And by that I mean without the 6-pin. This is pretty clean too, actually. Oh, nope, I take that back. This is going to need... Oh, God. This is going to need real bad cleaning, but that's okay. That's, Ed, I can use these. Thank you very much. And I think that's it for everything that's stashed in this monitor box. Nope, I was wrong. What's this now? Oh, it's a PCI card of some sort. You know something? This might be related to that mini SAS connector. I bet you this is a RAID card. This is the type of anti-static bag that will rip if I just pull the tape off willy-nilly. Gotta be a little more careful. Oh, there we go. Without slapping the desk with it this time. Is this an HBA? Yes, it is. There we go. Mini SAS. I knew it. It's an LSI card. That's kind of nice. These are super compatible with a wide variety of systems. I can use this. I actually can use this. Nice. I don't know how many drives this supports, but it seems that this supports quite a lot of drives. Is there anything else hidden within the depths of this monitor box? Well, surprise, surprise, there's a monitor. What is this monitor anyway? I have no clue. I'm going to have to back the camera up, I think. Yeah, give me just a moment. Fairly substantial monitor. Gently move these out of the way. Oh dear. How am I going to get this out without destroying it? I've never owned a brand new monitor. Never in my life. How do you unbox it safely? I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe if I just... Am I being too gentle with this? Oh, that's stuck on something. That looks like our base. Okay. What have we got? Oh, it's got... What? Why does it have USB on the back? It's heavy. This isn't a monitor. This is an all-in-one. It's got a Core i5 sticker on it. What? Hold on a second, I've got to move this out of the way. Make sure nothing's attached to it. What on earth? Optiplex 5480 AIO. It's got another Windows 11 sticker on it. This is cool. Wow. Is this new? I see some wiping marks, so this might be refurbished instead of new, but my God, this is cool. I know what video I need to make. Yes! Ed, you're a genius. This here is a gateway profile. This is the very first LCD-based all-in-one computer. The first. And it works. More or less. I need to replace the hard drive. But this has an AMD K6-2 in it. I don't remember the speed. I don't know what RAM it has. Haven't had this powered on in about 6 years. But we could do a comparison then versus now. This is going to be cool. This has Windows 98 on it. Well, did until the hard drive went bad. And this, probably Windows 11. This is going to be a really cool video. Now let me get this out of the way because we have one more P.O. box. I have peeked inside this one already. I do kind of know what's in it. This is from Sean, I believe. And I'm pretty sure he sent a couple of GT730s. And you might think, well, what use is that? Well, to me, that's the world. I can take a GT730 and I can put it in one of my donation PCs, making it go from a kind of useless, slow, buggy machine to a reasonably quick machine. The GT730 really helps desktop acceleration. It also really helps with video decoding for live streaming and YouTube. So you can throw one of these in an old Core 2 quad system, or even like an early Sandy Bridge, Ivy Bridge system, and make it go from slow and useless to pretty snappy. These, combined with low capacity SSDs, are what fuel the PCs that I donate. We've got a letter here. Good day, sir. I enjoy your wit and understanding of the gear you own and use. If only I understood the gear I own and use. My first computer I used was an Apple IIc in junior high. I have one of those. I haven't made a video on it, but I have one of those. Got to high school and switched to PC. My school had a System 36 machine. Ooh, oh, that is wicked cool. And I've experienced all stages of computers since then. You probably have. And here's some gear I know you can use. Enjoy. Have a great day. And I was right, this is from Sean. Oh, read first or last, your choice. Well, we've already made that choice. Thank you again, Sean. We've got a Zotac driver disc for, well, presumably one or more of these cards. You know, I don't want to put anything on here. This is cool. I need to protect this. Where do I put it? Yes, right here. Okay. So Sean has sent us smaller things. Let's get the camera in closer. Okay, we've got a PCI MCIA card here, a wireless card. These are actually kind of useful. I do have several older laptops. I have a whole big box of them that I one day really do want to cover. I've got two identical Austin laptops. They're Pentium 1s, believe 75 megahertz, and I've got everything up to, well, whatever's in those. Ooh, compact flash adapter with a 4 gig compact flash card. These are super useful for transferring data between laptops that don't have USB ports. That is super, super handy. We have the first one. This is super nice. These low profile cards go really, really well in the HP small form factor PCs that I have so many of. The only question is, with this raised heatsink, will that cause any issues? Is this a GT710 or 730? This one is a Zotac GT730 Zone Edition. 4 gigs? Why would you want 4 gigs on a GT730? I mean, it's cool, but 4 gigs? You know what? This would probably be pretty good for a flight simulator. Something that doesn't require too much graphical horsepower, but does require memory. Oh, we've got a CPU. And we have the full height bracket for this card as well. And the low height bracket for this card. Let's see here. It's another Zotac. Looks like it's the same card. It is the same card. Another 4 gig. You know what? I wonder if we could convince these to SLI. That would be the funniest thing ever. Oh, that's an idea. You can get low-end cards like this to SLI, especially since NVIDIA enabled DirectX 12 on them. You can go into actual DirectX itself and SLI through that. And we have an AMD Athlon. Copyright 2005. I'm going to guess this is socket 939. Survey says yes. Socket 939 Athlon. Specifically, oh, which one is this? I'm terrible at reading these codes. I'll have to look that up later. Shoot. Not as easy as Intel CPU. Oh, we've got more. We have more AMD. An A6 3500 series. Is this FM2? Yes, it is. Okay, I can use this. I think I have an FM2 board waiting for CPU. This, I'm not sure if we're going to make a video on this, but I will try. These make for extremely good donation PCs because they have the graphical oomph without needing a dedicated card. I feel, looks like 2 more AMD chips. That's not socket 939. This looks like AM2. I was correct, it's a Phenom, but it's an original Phenom. 9600. Oh, I think that's a quad core. That's cool. I can use that. The original Phenoms, for the record, real terrible. It wasn't until the Phenom 2 that they got truly useful. The original Phenom series was slower than the Athlon 64, especially the Athlon 64 X2. So a lot of people thought it was kind of a backstep. This is an A8 5500. I think this is also FM2, looks like it. Yeah. I can use that. You know, we could probably do a little comparison between the A6 3500 and the A8 5500. That would be cool. Well, in my mind, that would be cool. You might think different, but I'm the one making the videos. So that's the last of the P.O. Box unboxing, and now I'm surrounded by packing material I need to deal with. Shoot, I didn't think this through. 25-foot Cat6 cable. StarTech is the same company that my work buys a lot of their stuff through. Alright, let's see, does this require, it does not require any tools. That goes in there, and then we just tighten this. I do like this design. Dell has had some questionable design choices in the past. This one I enjoy. Okay, that's all nice and locked together. And in theory, I'm pretty sure that that hole, these do not want to be tightened. You need to leave these loose. But that whole all-in-one should just hook on the top and then hinge down, and then behind, yes, that's how you unlatch it. Let's get that put on there. I kind of want to test it out. Oh. Good enough, I suppose. I think. Yeah, it's not coming out. So we've got USB on the side and an SD card reader. What is that? Oh, it's a webcam. I don't know why I'm surprised. Then we've got on this side nothing. Hard drive activity light. I've already mentioned the USB and all that on the back. On the bottom, sometimes you'll get memory access. Looks like that might be a no on this one. I'll have to look up the manual for this. But let's fire this up. Let's see if it works. I mean, I have no doubt that it does. Oh, come on. I want to be gentle with this. Probably the best PC I own now. Oh. Okay. It's already turning on, I think. I heard the fan spin up. A little dusty, but nothing a microfiber cloth can't fix. Will it tell us the CPU without me grabbing a mouse? Oh, keyboard not found. Okay. Oh, wait. I'm gonna guess it's not gonna show the boot stuff without a keyboard attached. Is this also gonna be on the default Windows 11 install screen? That is the question. And, well, it's definitely Windows 11. Let me grab a keyboard. That's PS2. That's not going to work. That's Windows 11's install screen. I need a keyboard. Okay, well, it would seem that Windows 11 absolutely mandates that you start a Microsoft account in order to use it, and I'm not going to do that right now. Oh, so I want to... Wait a minute. I don't have internet. Let's try that. I tried the laptops a moment ago. And the laptops required internet. Maybe this is an older version of the installer. This keyboard is terrible. What did I grab? Inland. Ugh. I grabbed an IBM mouse. Okay. Well, we have successfully gotten into Windows 11 without a Microsoft account. The laptops required a Microsoft account, so maybe we'll do our Windows 11 versus 10 versus Linux experiments on this. It'll probably be a little more consistent too, given that the laptops have all kinds of wild things to consider for power profiles. Let's get to the desktop. I want to see what's in here. I want to see the hardware. It's kind of funny. I actually planned on, well, refurbishing this. Unfortunately, it's got some cracks on it. I did not, this wasn't broken when I got my hands on it, so I think I somehow did that. Huh. I took very careful care of this. I don't know how that happened. But it is, you know, got a Gorilla Glass screen, while this Dell actually has plastic. I kind of prefer the plastic because a lot harder to break. Although this is also taking a really long time to finish. Anyway, yeah, it's been almost 15 minutes, but we're still here. And hopefully within the next decade we'll be on the desktop. It's probably a hard drive. It's a Dell. I bet you it's a hard drive. I apologize. I know this isn't exactly my usual content, but it is what it is. Time crunch is time crunch, and I just don't have time, this weekend at least, to film my usual forte. So, with that said, I appreciate all of you who have come to watch this one, and especially those who have made it this far. Thank you. If you like this sort of content, well, it's not what I usually make, but I would appreciate a like if you liked it. I'm not going to say that we're going to do more videos like this. Channel updates will only happen every so often, but I do have quite the backlog of other things if you'd like to check those out. I would like to thank my Patreon members for supporting me through this. Thank you very, very much, all of you. And you, the viewer, even without liking, even without subscribing, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. If you'd like to send stuff like this, well, maybe not like this, but if you'd like to send assorted junk to my P.O. Box, the address for that is in the description below, as is a link to my Patreon where you can see all sorts of behind-the-scenes content. This would normally be a behind-the-scenes video, but again, strapped for time, so this is going straight to YouTube. And we're still not on the desktop. Oh my god. Whew. I've never had a PC take this long, and I've installed Windows 10 on a Pentium 4. We're damn near half an hour in. This might be frozen. I had assumed that we'd be at the desktop by the time I was done talking, so I could just click on the taskbar, see what we've got for hardware, and get on with things, but it's been almost 25 minutes. Yeah. If this takes a lot longer, I might I might not be able to do this video today because I've got to go to work. Oh my god. I'm gonna shut the camera off, and I guess we'll be back at the desktop whenever it gets there. Oh, we made it. Okay. Where's the taskbar? Where's... It's frozen. Oh. Can I... Surely Windows 11 has a taskbar, right? Pressing the Windows key doesn't do anything. And why does show more options just give you the old Windows 10 menu? What is going on here? Alright, well fine, we'll do this the hard way. We'll go to new folder, PC, properties. There we go. i5 10500. I don't remember if that's a 6-core i5. I think it might be. 16 gigs of RAM. That's actually pretty cool. This is the March 2024 version of Windows 11. Where's my taskbar? What is old... Did they get rid of the taskbar? No. Surely they didn't do that. Let's... Task Manager, that's what I want. I don't know why I didn't think of... What? They changed Task Manager? That's got... 6 cores, 12 threads. It is an SSD. 256 gigs NVMe. Why is it so slow? Is this just Windows 11 being Windows 11? Where's my taskbar? And on that bombshell, I will catch you later. I've got to get ready for work. 12 hours of that. I hope you have a good day. Where's my taskbar?